What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you again today from the Rack here in Robertsdale. This is my home gym. Haven't been here in a couple of weeks since the show. You know, scheduling conflicts and then just working literally 7 days a week. But catching a back day today. So I'm really excited about it. You know, this is one of the places that has some of my favorite back equipment, and they have an old school T-bar row, so I love that as well. So let's go in here and lift some weights. Come on with me. All right, family, so we're gonna start out with this old school T-bar row setup. As you can see, this is one of these, it's got like a home plate. I always weight down that side a little bit just in case. A lot of gyms, if they don't have this, they'll have a setup where you can hook up one of these collars to a Smith machine or a squat rack and put a bar in it and do these T-bar rows. So this is a pretty common piece of equipment. A lot of them have the chest supported T-bar row, which I do those all the time as well. Man, sometimes just doing some of this old school T-bar row, you just can't beat it. You know, this real close grip, you know, put the weight directly underneath you, no chest support. This is just one of my favorites. It feels great. I'm able to lift a lot of weight. It's just one of them exercises that I really feel it. I feel a connection in my back, so. All right, so as usual, you know, when I'm working out by myself, not on film, do everything 4 sets, a lot of times for recording purposes so that the video doesn't become incredibly lengthy. I'll just get 2 sets of each thing on video. So, you know, here it's just really good to make sure you get down, support, lift this up with your legs for the first rep, and then just let it work your upper back. That way you're not putting too much stress on the lower back. So nice tight grip. And like I said, just develop that mind-muscle connection, you know, with your back, and this will help you develop one of those nice thick backs. All right, threw a little bit more on here. Top set, best set, let's get it. I love those, man. Nothing makes a monster come out like old school T-bar rows with tons of plates on there. All right, so next up, we're gonna do a chest supported T-bar row, a little bit wider grip, you know, to get this outer area flared out some. All right, so the last T-bar rows covered that close grip, you know, pronated grip. So this is gonna be that nice wide outside overhand grip. Chest supported too, which is also a little bit different. But this is another one of those machines that, you know, for me at least, I really feel a mind-muscle connection with my back. And here at this particular gym, we got a mirror right in front of us. Well, you look like a beast doing this as well. All right, one more set and then we'll move on to a chest supported dumbbell row. All right, baby, top set, best set. Chest supported dumbbell rows up next. So, you know, with this, I rarely see this in very many gyms, but I love this piece of equipment. Allows you to get the support from the chest, and you can do it isolated, you know, one arm at a time. This just kind of helps you get in a good position too, as well as giving you the support on the chest. You know, it helps you, you know, position yourself well to execute this exercise. But what I like about it is because of the chest support, I can do both arms at the same time and really feel that stretch position. You know, they say that you get the, you know, slightly more hypertrophy out of loading the stretch position as well as a slow, controlled eccentric. They're actually working on a meta-analysis right now trying to prove that you could even do partial ranges of motion that focus on the lengthened position and a pause at the bottom. So, you know, the research is being conducted right now, but you know, all the research that's been done to this point has led them to believe this to be true and has pointed in this direction. So anyhow, I'm going to put it to myself this off season. I'm going to focus on slow controlled eccentric. I'm gonna focus on the pause. Not every single rep, not every single exercise, but much more so than previous. Still gonna utilize all my intensifiers as well. But I'm gonna do a lot less slinging the weights around and a lot more, you know, controlled movement of the weights. Just love how these feel, man. You can really feel it stretching you out fully, you know, because you're able to push into this pad. It's able to pull you all the way out there. So this is just one of those, you know, like the chest supported T-bar row that really allows you to, you know, feel that stretch position comfortably, even with a heavy load. All right, so last set here, and then we're gonna move over and do quite a number, as many cable movements as I can possibly get in the rest of this workout. God. It's amazing how different it is, even between that first and second set. You know, I'll focus more on slowing it down and pushing that stretch, and I feel the difference. It's gonna take a whole lot of my mind to really focus and remember to slow it down and to just focus on that lower end. You know, I do it more often than I used to, but to get it there almost always the majority of the time, you know, or 100% of the time, it's gonna be quite a transition, you know, because a lot of my life I've spent being an explosive athlete, and to go from being explosive to bodybuilding has been a transition for me, because I've been, you know, more of the explosive type athlete my whole life. Baseball, boxing, you know, kickboxing, CrossFit, now to bodybuilding. Just a whole different ball game. Just the way we lift weights is just totally different. So enough of that. About to head over and hit some cable exercises. So I'm gonna do 2 lat prayer pull downs. I'm gonna do a wide and superset it with a close grip. Now, normally I would do these, I would do a wide and then I would go do some other sort of cable movement and then I would come back and do the close or vice versa and kind of separate them. However, man, there's times when we come in the gym and we don't have the full hour and a half, or we don't have the full hour that we normally have, and we want to get in a good workout. Now, granted, if you don't give yourself enough time to recover in between each movement, you may not get quite as much growth as you've done them separately. But there are techniques such as these of supersetting where you can still get in the volume even though the hypertrophy may not be as great. Had you taken the full hour, you'll still get more out of the half hour or the 45 minutes or the whatever that you have by increasing the volume, even though your rest periods may not be as good. The world's not perfect. We don't always have the exact amount of times. We don't always have as many days as that we want. Sometimes you just have to go with what you have and figure out a way to do the best you can with what you're given. Instead of making an excuse, just say, I only have 45 minutes today, but I'm gonna get in as much volume as I possibly can. And you can do alternating muscles such as like biceps and then triceps. So while your biceps are resting, you do your triceps, vice versa. So circuit training, superset training, things like this can be techniques to save time. I don't recommend them all the time as your only method of working out, but I've done all of them. I've done circuit training, I've done, opposing muscle groups such as that. I've done sets like these where I'll do the same muscle group, truly fill it with blood and knock it out of the park and just, not annihilate the muscle, but definitely stimulate it, beyond question. People ask me what's best, and I said what's best is to I've gotten something out of all the different types of training. Pyramid up, pyramid down, drop sets, rest pauses, circuit style, supersetting, push-pull leg splits versus, working muscle groups together, or opposites such as bi-tri, and then, legs and abs, just whatever you can. Look, mix it up. See what works best for you. Mix different exercises in. Don't let things get stale, Don't get me wrong, don't change every single day, but run through a mesocycle, run through a cycle of doing the same exercises, get better at them. The ones that are still giving you growth, keep those in there. The ones that are meh, or you don't have the best mind-muscle connection or it makes your elbows hurt, trade those out for another exercise. My point is, don't get stuck in a rut and only do the same thing for, year, 2 years straight. Mix up your splits, mix up how you train. A, it keeps it more exciting, and B, like I said, I've gotten things out of each different style, and, I don't know, by mixing it up, it just keeps it interesting, especially after, year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, decades of training, the more different ways you do it, the more interested you'll stay in this thing that we love, which is getting in here and sweating it out, putting in the work. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get some sets in. All right, so last set of the lat pull down, lat prayer pull down superset here. Oh man, I definitely feel the stretch on those. That's my favorite part of lat pull downs. It really stretches you under a full load up at the top. There's no other exercise to me that stretches your back in quite that manner. So, last up, I'm gonna take and do the same thing. I'm gonna do a nice wide grip lat pull down, and then I'm gonna do a nice close grip pull down and a superset. So those are up next. All right, so here we go. Wides followed by close grip lat pull downs. Oh my God. Oh. Good stuff. Last set, top set, best set. Last set for the day. So let's get it in, baby. All right. My back's got a fire pump. Man, given the amount of time that we had here today, absolutely killed it. Got in a good workout. My back's incredibly pumped and feeling the good kind of sore. So if you like the video, like the video. If you haven't taken the time yet, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos, and leave a comment for the algorithm. Look, just remember, this isn't my channel, this is our channel. I truly think my purpose in this world is to inspire, motivate, and educate. You can do this, you know? The changes you make today will make you a better tomorrow. And if you're really lucky, they'll give you more tomorrows, you know? Nothing's guaranteed, but all you can do is live your best today so that tomorrow will be great too, should you be grander another day. I love you guys. And just remember, you can't outbeat the monster. And the monster is not just me. The monster is inside of each and every one of us. It's that beast that we want to unleash to be the best version of ourselves every day. Thanks for watching.